What's up, guys? Aidan O'Brien back with another one, and today I'm going to teach you how to instantly achieve more. Now, that's a big claim, right? Instantly achieve more. Well, this is going to be a short video because it's a very, very short answer and a very simple solution. And the truth is, you can actually instantly achieve more if you apply this principle, if you apply this philosophy, and if you make it like a rule of thumb in your life. If you make it a practice that you consistently do, you will literally instantly achieve more in your life. Now, that might be, in terms of executing a task in your business, executing a task in your fitness, executing a task in your relationship. Whatever your steps are that you've laid out for yourself, there's a couple of reasons why you never get them done. But you could put all those reasons together under one umbrella, and that umbrella would be the accountability umbrella. Okay, everything falls under accountability. You just don't have enough reasons to do what you want to do. Okay, if you think of everything you've ever done, it's because you've had enough reasons to do it. Typically, you've had a very emotionally charged reason for doing it. That's why we always talk about creating an emotionally charged why. Why you do something. What is the emotional reason behind that? Not just the intellectual, that's not enough. Not just a logical, rational reason for doing something, but something that's emotional. We do crazy things because of our emotions, men and women, okay? Historically, throughout time, throughout our lives, you could look back in the last week and you could probably find something you did fast because of the emotional power behind it. So ultimately, we don't have enough reasons. The pleasure doesn't give us enough. Sometimes the pain doesn't give us enough as an outcome. Okay, so the pleasure be, if I eat healthy, I get a better body. I look better naked. People find me more attractive. I have better energy, more confidence. Everybody knows that's true if you do that. But why don't we eat healthy, work out? Okay, that idea of the pleasurable outcome is not enough sometimes. Sometimes the pain isn't either. Like, we know we'll eat something, we won't feel good. We still eat it anyway, okay? So what we have to do is we have to amplify these motivational factors. We have to amplify the accountability. So ultimately, what comes down to fast track, the secret hack, the pro tip, whatever you want to call it, is to find a way to be more accountable. Okay, ideally find somebody, okay, like a referee. It can be someone you know, someone you trust. It can be also, someone you don't know, and I'll tell you how to do that in a second. But by finding somebody to hold yourself accountable, this is what's going to make you instantly achieve more. Because when you create enough accountability to do something, you will literally take action immediately. Everything you want to achieve, you haven't achieved it because you haven't taken the action yet. Now, it could be lack of belief, it could be lack of vision, it can be lack of a whole lot of other things, but ultimately there's no accountability. Okay, so if you want to achieve more and if there's something in your life, you've been thinking about it for a while and it has to be done now, you want it done now, the only way you're going to ensure it's done is by creating accountability. Okay, this happened to me many years ago with a business I was building, and it came to, monthly sales, and I was doing well, but I wasn't doing as well as I could. And then I was held accountable on stage at the company event, in front of thousands of people. And I was challenged and held accountable. And it happened a couple of times over a couple of years. And, there was 18,000 people in the arena, and I was up on stage being challenged and accepting that challenge. And that accountability was just forced accountability, it was public accountability. And that drove me into action. I didn't eat, sleep, anything properly from that day until I achieved the goal. So I know from experience this really works. Having accountability will guarantee the execution of the task and ultimately guarantee your success. So how can you get accountability? Again, like I mentioned, you can bring somebody in, to hold you accountable. But I love the idea of creating something as a consequence. Creating consequences for your execution of the task. Now, again, you should also reward yourself. That's a consequence too. For achieving it, you can put some reward in place. But creating a painful consequence is a big driver. So it might be something like, if you don't do the task by a certain time, you have to pay 1,000 euros to your ex. Can you imagine that, having to transfer 1,000 euros to your ex? That would be awful. It could also be to an organization you don't like. You have to send them money. It could also be posting something public on social media, a team you don't like, or doing something that's really against your beliefs or philosophies, and then getting a third party to hold you accountable. Now, the public way of getting accountability is to do a post on social media. If you have an engaged audience, if you have a following, if you have people who follow you on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter, whatever it is, or TikTok now, whatever your platform of choice is, you can put a post up to ask for accountability. You can make a declaration. I am going to do X, Y, and Z by this date. And that sort of public accountability, people are watching, people are expecting you to execute. This is going to drive you into action. It doesn't matter what way you go about it. Everybody's built differently. Maybe the social media will suit you more. Maybe the threat of having to send money to someone you don't like, that will drive you more privately. Whatever it is, you want to create this accountability, okay? You want to really put yourself in a position that if you don't execute, the consequences are not comfortable. It's not pretty. Okay, this is what's going to drive you. I know some people over the years, they took the mattress off their bed. And they said, if I don't execute, or I will not put the mattress back on the bed until I execute on what I want to do. Somebody else might take the TV off the wall. Okay, they'll say, I'm going to sleep on the floor until I execute. It doesn't matter what way. Get creative, think outside the box. Bring your friends together and say, hey, I need some accountability. And ask your friends to come up with something. They'll come up with something for you, okay? So this is the message today. It's very simple, very straightforward, but it's so powerful. You know, one of the most valuable forms of accountability, I would say, from my experience also, is to have a coach or a mentor. Because, you know, not only will you get the accountability, but you'll also be getting guidance. You'll also be getting truth. You'll also be, you know, taking action from a place where, you know, you've really understood it's not from fear or the mind, it's really from what you want. Because what a coach will do is they will sit down with you and they will find out what you truly want first. They'll bring that out of you. Then they'll look at the obstacles in the way where you're currently at, and then you'll put a plan in place to execute on that. So what the coach is doing is they're holding you accountable for something that you've agreed you want to do. It's something that you have discovered as part of your plan on your journey for your success. It could be personal, it could be business. But a coach is just so much more than accountability. It's giving also unbiased, objective, real-time feedback. Okay, so it's looking at everything you're doing and telling you how to make adjustments along the way, how to overcome your challenges. So having a coach or a mentor is also very, very valuable in terms of accountability, because it's just more than just the accountability. It's really a strategy, a plan, and again, as I said, those adjustments on the way. So that's today's video. If you got value from that, leave a like. Let me know in the comments what you know, your favorite accountability you've ever done. What was the most effective accountability you've ever had in your life? And if you're about to set some accountability for yourself, I would love to hear it. So leave that in the comments or send me a message, because I love these creative things, creative ways people have of holding themselves accountable. And I also need some new ways of holding me accountable. Okay, I'm always trying to hold myself accountable because I want to achieve more. Okay, I have bigger goals, I have bigger visions for myself, for my life, for what I'm capable of achieving. And I know accountability is the way to instantly achieve more. Okay, it gets you, it basically removes all excuses. That's the real value in accountability. So I hope you got some value. I hope you subscribe to the channel, because there's so many more, tons of videos like this. You'll see them right now next to you. Tune in, engage, keep seeking self-mastery, keep creating your life by design, and I will see you in the next one.